What's good, y'all? So, in previous videos, I said I was going to break down the differences between um, these three different types of proteins that we see in the protein bars that I was reviewing. One of them being whey protein. So, you got whey protein concentrate and isolate, we got soy isolate, and then we have milk protein. Now, milk protein technically is casein and whey protein together, but it is on the ingredients, said to be milk, just milk protein, right? So what I wanted to do, because they're different, they're not vastly different, but they're different enough. So whether you are trying to gain muscle, lose fat, or just stay healthy, what you intake into your body is extremely important, especially the protein that you decide to stick with to intake into your body. And obviously, you can switch, but what you intake into your body is important. So let's break down the three different types of proteins that we typically see in whether it's our protein powders or our protein bars. So first, we need to break down what are these proteins and a clear definition of what they are. So first, we got whey protein. So whey protein is a byproduct from the cheese making process, right? So it's the liquid part. So when they make cheese and when it curdles or cheese curds are made, then the liquid part is separated from the solid portion of it. Now, that solid portion, interestingly enough, is the casein, and we'll get to that in a little bit. So, if you're lactose intolerant, this is probably not the right protein for you because it contains lactose, but it's low in carbs and has all the essential amino acids that you need. And remember, there's three different types technically of whey protein, right? So you had your protein concentrate, which is about 80% of protein, contains about 80% of protein. You got your isolate, and then you got your hydrolyzed whey, which is, they say, better relatively absorbed into your body, right? So next, we have our soy protein. So you can do soy protein isolate as well, which is great for vegans and vegetarians because it is a plant-based protein, right? So it comes from soybeans. So soy protein is not the only plant-based protein out there. There's also a pea-based plant protein, and I'm sure there's others, but I think soy is probably the most popular plant-based protein. I wouldn't know because I'm not vegan or vegetarian, but from what I hear from my vegan and vegetarian friends, they usually do a soy-based plant protein, and I heard the other ones taste terrible, but that's besides the point. So some benefits to this plant-based protein is a low fat and cholesterol content, but also it has all the 9 essential amino acids that you need. So it's a complete protein. All right. So all the 9 amino acids that you need is right there. It's a complete protein. But also, soy protein contains isoflavones. So they have antioxidant, anti-inflammatory properties, and some would say anti-cancer properties as well. So do the research, get on PubMed, but there are some great benefits to soy-based proteins. So next we have milk protein. So on the ingredients it says milk protein. Some ingredients might even break it down and say, oh, it's casein and whey protein mixed together, right? So with milk protein, so casein is the main protein product in milk and cheese. So it's that curdle, right? So what it does, and the difference between whey and casein is that whey is more fast acting, so really great for after a workout for fast acting protein synthesis, and you get those amino acids really quick. However, for casein, it's slower. It's slower digesting. It's slower acting. Great for long-term muscle recovery. Okay. I kind of already touched on this, but I wanted to go into um, each one's benefit for muscle growth. So whey, we already talked about it being fast acting, but it has a high concentration of leucine, and leucine is great for muscle growth. You have the soy protein, the plant-based protein, which is complete protein. We already got into the benefits of taking and using that plant-based protein. And then we talk about milk protein, it being a slow, well, with the casein and added, it being slow digestive, good for overnight muscle recovery. So say if you wanted to take it before going to bed, or if you have like a protein drink mix or a bar that has a high concentration of milk protein or a high concentration of casein, then take that for a good muscle recovery overnight as you sleep. So we talked about a lot of things when it comes to these different types of proteins. So which one is good for you? Whey, if you are not lactose intolerant and you're looking for fast absorption, fast acting, and typically whey isolate is known as the gold standard of proteins, but it just depends on what you need, right? So then if you're vegan, vegetarian, got dietary restrictions, go for more plant-based protein. We're talking the soy proteins. There's a lot out there. Some of them I heard taste good. I have a problem with bitter things, so don't, my palate isn't, is different than your palate. And then go for the milk whey protein or casein, better yet, if you want something slow absorbing. But if you want the milk protein, if you want a blend of both, then try to find a blend of both. But at the end of the day, it all depends on what your goals are. So whatever your fitness goals are, whatever your workout goals are, it all depends on you. What I'm going to choose isn't the same for what you're going to choose. I'm just here to give you the information that you need to make the correct and most informed decisions. So that's all I got for you guys this week. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace. So if you found this helpful, make sure you like this, you share it. You also subscribe to the channel for more fitness and nutritional insights. I am a biochemist by training. I do cancer research as well, but I like to break down different healthy items that I consume on a daily basis, and I know you guys consume on a daily basis as you guys are working towards your fitness goals. So if you like this, comment below. Let me know what your go-to whey protein or what your go-to protein powder or protein bar is. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.